Service the engine in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anytime you're about to change oil on your four-wheeler, if you have any dirt, mud, anything like that on your four-wheeler, be sure and wash it off, and that way you don't introduce foreign material into the engine. Getting it cleaned up?
It's all clean!
We'll need a drain pan. We'll need a funnel. We'll need oil, filter, a ratchet with an oil filter socket. We'll also need a roll of paper towels and a 6mm wrench for the drain plug.
And you'll need assistant.
Okay, right here is the oil fill. This is also where you check the oil. You just pull that off. Push your drain pan bit down below it. This is a page out of the owner's manual. It shows that the plug is in the elongated hole in the skid plate. Wipe off where the plug goes in. Make sure it's nice and clean. Put your plug back in, otherwise your oil just spills out. Snug it up. This is a page out of the owner's manual, and it shows the location of the filter if you're looking at the bottom. They really put this filter on this four-wheeler in a pain in the butt location, so I'm going to try to get in here and show you exactly where this thing is at. Right there. Right back there. It is what it is. We have to deal with it. So I'm going to be putting the filter socket on. Man, it's hard to even get your arms in there. What a stupid design. And they put the battery right there too. I'm going to try going from the other side using an extension. It seems like they've over-tied the filter from the factory or at the dealership. It's turning. There it goes. Oil recommendations page shows PS4 oil or 5W50 equivalent. Polaris has their own oil. I looked it up. It is 5W50, but for me it made more sense to buy the Mobil one because ExxonMobil makes oil. Polaris does not make oil. Next up, the Polaris oil filter. The number that came on it from the factory is 2521424. The Fram PH6017A. And also the Wix 51358 is a cross-reference. This time I'm going to go ahead and use the Wix. I'm a pretty big fan of the Wix. I just want to point out, even on the Polaris filter, I had mentioned that it seemed like it was over-tightened. And on the Polaris filter itself, it shows to go till it snugs up and then turn 3/4 turn tighter. I turned it at least a turn and a half, if not more, before it broke loose. So this was installed incorrectly. On the new one, it shows the same thing. Go till snugs and then turn 3/4 turn tighter. Take some of the clean oil and put just a little bit around the ring at the top. Clean the face of where the filter goes on. Install the new filter. It's snug there, so I have to turn another 3/4 turn. And now it's time to fill it up. So remove that, and we're going to put a funnel in right there. Again, it's 5W50 oil. You can use the Polaris oil, but I'm using Mobil 1 5W50 full synthetic. According to Polaris's owner manual for the Sportsman 450HO, it uses exactly 2 quarts. When you're doing a job using oil on your vehicle or four-wheeler or anything else you're working on, make sure you clean off the vehicle and clean off around all the plugs. That way you don't induce dirt and trash into your oil. On the oil dip, it's got the add symbol. This is your good level. And then you got the full right here. And then on the dipstick, it says tighten to check oil level. So when you're going to check, screw it in all the way, screw it back out, and then pull it out. And your oil level needs to be in this range. Put the dipstick back in. Well, the job is done. We've got the caps on, and I'm going to start it up and let it idle for a minute. And we have to reset the maintenance. Page out of the owner's manual shows that the first oil change is at 25 hours. Press down, press the mode button again. The light starts blinking and it's set on the initial oil change of the break-in oil, so go up. After your initial oil change, the owner's manual shows the interval is at 100 hours or 6 months or 1,000 miles. And press mode. There you go. The next service is in 100 hours. Now, when you turn the key on, the service light will no longer be blinking. It's gone. The oil was extremely clean that came out of this after 25 hours. The location of the oil filter got on my nerves, but Polaris makes up for that by posting their owner's manual on their website, and you can actually browse through and you can pick your manual in case you've lost your manual, or if you buy a used Polaris. That way you got all the data for yourself. I did this right from my iPhone, so while you're out and about and you're changing your oil or any other questions, you can pull it up, even if you're out on a trail if you have cell phone signal. Items that I ended out using. I used 2 quarts of 5W50 Mobil 1 oil, funnel, the 6mm Allen wrench, the ratchet. I ended out, because mine was so tight I couldn't get it off, I had to use an extension with the ratchet, filter, socket, and 1 filter. All right, the next oil change, I'm going to use the Fram PH6017A, which is also a cross reference. This is the only thing I have that uses 5W50, so I'm just going to put the filters in this box, and that way it'll be ready on the next round. It's time for a ride.
No matter